Hey y'all, Shay here. I have got something fun for you today, a little different, but I have an ARTDOT 60-piece diamond painting storage tray with lids to show you guys today. I was just perusing Instagram and an ARTDOT video came up with this. And it was just a little short and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to try that. That looks amazing. So reached out to the folks at ARTDOT. I got it 2 days later. I mean, they are amazing. So thank you to them for sending this to me, for me requesting something and saying, you know what, I would like to try this out. Would you mind sending this to me? And they did. So thank you to them. It just says a lot about a company when they don't even question it. They're like, yes, you want to try it out, do it. So the reason why I asked for this, I am a one tray wonder person. I do have friends that use towers, multiple trays with all the colors kitted up at one time, and they swear that it makes their diamond painting process go faster. Let me just show you guys. I've got two whips going on right now. So I was going to kind of show you guys what I currently use. So when I say one tray wonder, I mean, we're just talking about, my one tray, got my diamond painting here. And now this is a Diamond Art Club storage set. Okay, I love that. I have a couple of these with different sizes. So it's this. And then I also use good old Elizabeth Ward. I even have the knockoff Elizabeth Ward. So I have the Diamond Art Club storage. Elizabeth Ward is normally my go-to. But yeah, you can just see I just label everything and I use one tray. Again, I've been kind of interested and curious about other ways of doing things. And when I saw that reel come up and that little short, I thought, okay, let's try it. So I haven't really figured out exactly how we're going to do this, but we'll figure it out eventually. I do want to kit up a diamond painting. I mean, let's just add another whip to the mix, right? Why not? I do have a diamond painting here. It's got 55 colors, I believe, and this has 60. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to actually see. I'll probably do a time lapse and probably speed it up a little bit, but actually see how it could work and how I could use it. So I'm excited. Now, when I got this yesterday, and I got on YouTube real quick and did a few Google searches and just to see if anybody else had reviewed this and if there was any other information that I could relay to you guys about this. And come to find out, I didn't know that, but about 4 months ago, some other creators received a 15-piece storage tray, just like this, but 15 pieces. So I watched a few of those videos. I was like, and then so I guess the 60-piece just came out like 2 weeks ago, if that. So it's pretty new. I don't know if anybody else is getting it, but like I said, I reached out to them directly and they just, boom, sent it to me. So I will have the link down below. I will give you the Amazon link because that's how I was able to find it. And if you do use my link, just a small, disclaimer, I might earn a commission. So, because I am an Amazon influencer. So, but that's not, I just really wanted to show you guys, I don't know, let's just see if it works. This could be a total flop, I don't know. But I did, okay, so I did get it yesterday and I did take a little peek because I wanted to kind of get the creative juices flowing and I just wanted to get an idea of what I was getting myself into. So, okay, before I open it up, I was giving y'all a little sneak peek there, teasing you. Let's just take a look. The box was in wonderful condition. It came in an outer box, okay? 2-in-1, anti-spill, stackable. So what we're gonna find is on the back, the instructions. It does say it's 2-in-1 storage and stackable design. They're saying, upturn diamond out. They're just saying they line up really nice, which we'll take a look at that. They have a multi-placer gridded design. And it does come with labels, which is really cool. So we're going to be getting 40 small trays, 20 large trays, 1 individual slot base, which we're going to talk about more, and then the DMC labels is basically what that is. So, I mean, I think those labels might be used more for like long-term storage, so we'll see. That's one thing I don't do. The only drills I do keep, I used to keep all my drills when I first started diamond painting, but now I just keep my special drills. All right, so here is said DMC labels. Yes, I like how they kind of put the arrow up so you can see like, if it's 6 or 9, but this says 1, and I'm assuming, I haven't gotten into these yet. I did kind of take a little sneak peek last night with some folks just to show them All right, so this says 2. So yeah, it's just like going, so this would be really good for long-term storage is what I'm thinking if you were to keep your drills. So nice. And I do wonder if you stick these on these containers, I'm not gonna do that, but if you were to, do they peel off without leaving any like residue? Are they reusable? I don't know. I mean, you could put a piece of washi tape on there first and then put these on there and then they definitely would come off. So 1, 2, 3, ooh, 4. So yeah, it's got all the DMCs. And then you've got some, oh, and I like how they put the air on there still for you, but you get some blank ones to add. But I'm gonna be using my, my Diamond Art Club stickers to kit this up. So I wanna know from you guys, because again, I have found, which is so interesting in the diamond painting world, and with probably any craft, we all do things so differently, and it's so fun to maybe try a little something different. I'm not much for change, and I've been diamond painting for a little over 5 years now, and so you definitely get comfortable with the way you do things. And I'm like, okay, my friends say it makes it, I just want to try something different. This could be my new way, so we'll see. All right, so the first thing we see here is the layout, okay? Now, I was excited when I first looked at this, but then as I pulled it out of the box, kind of start having some thoughts, and that's what we're going to talk about. So let me pull out the entire, so like it mentioned, it's got that storage tray, which is right here, okay? I think ultimately what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to keep this box but we'll talk about that in a second. I think I'm just going to cut the lid off and maybe repurpose this box and make it look pretty, and maybe add some like styrofoam pieces as dividers. But here's the thing. So let me see if I can zoom you all out just a little bit. Yeah, so it is a cheap. I mean, I could probably turn it over. Yeah, it's, watch them all crash. It's a very, very cheap holder. Now that's not what bothers me. What got me is the fact that when you go to pull these out, it's fine. I mean, you almost have to like hold it all down, right? Because they're pretty tight to pull them out. And then you'd have to hold on to it to kind of get it back in there. The small ones are okay. These large ones, they're tight, but getting it back in there, it just doesn't, you kind of have to fight. And even if you fight, it's really, really tight. So what I am thinking, like I said, I think I might repurpose, and please let me know. I'm looking for some advice here. And maybe if I get some new suggestions, I can do another video updating you guys, and definitely read the comments when you watch these videos. I'm sure you do. But I'm thinking maybe if I just were to cut this off, I was looking at like a storage box, a photo box, buying a whole nother box, but I thought this would work. It's a nice box. And maybe just adding in, basically just copying the same grid that they have in between those and just adding in. I didn't have time to do all that, and I don't know if that's exactly what I'm gonna do, but I think what caught my eye about this to begin with during that video that I saw initially was, I don't want to have a system where it's standing up, okay? You could probably stand this up, I'm sure you could. Well, I don't know, it's pretty flimsy, that holder, but I wanted something that lays flat, just like I'm used to, right? Just like my other storage units. I want something flat. That just seems more, I don't know, that just seems to work in my brain more. And so that's why I think I liked this, because it was a flat, situation. But again, this holder, So that is something, and again, if you have any ideas, if you do use multi-trays like this for, kitting up, let me know. So yes, we've got our small, we've got our large. Again, and I even thought, if I were to use this holder, would I be okay just like kind of holding it every time? Maybe it would loosen up over time, but you really have to, so it's just so tight, which is, I guess, a good thing. But all right, so let's talk about the trays themselves, okay? Now, I did see in the other videos that some of the other creators had done with the 15-piece set that was new at the time. Some of them struggled with sliding off the lid. I don't know if they've changed that since. Again, I got no instructions with this on, anything, but I kind of like it that way because I want to get, just like any other person, just get your true, experience and see what happens. I can tell there is a locking mechanism right there. Do y'all see that little tab? It's actually a locking mechanism. Some of the other folks, when they did their videos, they were saying it was hard. I had of course I just put lotion on my hands, but yeah, I didn't have any problems with it. So you can hear it lock. So I think if I don't know. I don't know if they made any improvements, so I am wondering because I'm able to open it up really quick. And I don't know why I put lotion on my hands. I didn't want to have dry hands doing a video, but okay, let's talk about the tray. So it's got the lid, it's got ARTDOT on there. And you know, of course they're all clear. I don't know, maybe some colors would have been fun too, but I feel like I need to put like a piece of paper under this to, for y'all to see. There we go. So here you can see they've got that grid at the bottom where a lot of new trays have that now. It's where when you're shaking your drill, which I need to grab some, I'll grab some diamonds from these other ones. The drills actually pull up at the bottom, which is great. And then you have your grid. So you have these long ones, okay? And then they also have these grids right here where it's like, I think 3 drills line up. So let's go ahead and test that out because that's one thing I do want to do. Now this is an all crystal kit, this one. I'm gonna grab like just a regular one from another kit that I'm working on. 606. All right, so let's try it out. Now I did, when I was talking to my other friends last night and kind of showing them this, they did give me some really good tips. Because again, I'm not used to working with, you know, they said don't overfill your trays, you know, obviously, which makes sense. You know, because I'm going to have a whole bag of drills and I'm just not used to that. All right. So that's pretty cool. All right. They light up really nice. And again, we'll kit up. We'll actually do a little bit of diamond painting to get us full. But yeah, you can tell you get 2, 3, you get 3, 3, and then 3. That is really nice. I am a 4-placer is like my favorite. I also like 7. I've even go up to a 10, but that's the highest. So yeah, I think they line up great. And you can see they're pulling at the bottom, which is exactly what this is meant to do. So far, so good, you guys. Yeah, that's really, really good. Like I said, my only, and again, you know, these don't have a spout, which I'm noticing that like this one does, right? But I'm not going to be using it over and over and over and over again for every time I need this color. This is going to stay where it's at. And I'm just going to put my, where's my pen? Let's grab a pen. I'm just going to get my diamond painting pen and, you know, boom, grab some diamonds and do what I got to do with that color. Once that color's done, put it back in its little thing. So I think that's how it's supposed to work, correct? Again, I don't know. I don't do it that way. So this is all new to me. But yeah, getting these back in here, probably, I don't know if I should do this on camera. Y'all are probably, don't do it. Yeah, I don't think we should do it. For now, we're just going to leave this here because I think that's going to be bad. Definitely get a funnel. I do have funnels, which I probably should grab one real quick. Let me see if one's down here. Yes, there she blows. Okay, we're going to get a cool little funnel real quick. And I want to put it all back like it's supposed to go. Yes. But what do y'all think? And let me know, does anybody else have this exact system? I would love to know. Yeah, I'm struggling here. This actually was meant for Elizabeth word containers. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Oh yeah, it actually connects to it. It's been a while since I've used it. I will put the link down below on where I got this, by the way, if you are interested. But yeah, there we go. So when it's all said and done, you could put them back in here like this. All right, what am I missing? I'm excited about this. Like I said, I even want to put in the little reel. I don't know if they want me to do that. Let's see if we can figure out how to put this back in. Yes, we can. But yeah, I'm not having any problems getting the drills or getting the, I was a little worried about that. There's, you know, they must have made improvements. That was 4 months ago. And it, you know, it does show that if you drop them, that's why it's got that little locking mechanism that it won't spill. So that's really nice. So let's, yeah, so again, let me know. Do you have the 15? Do you have the 60? What do y'all think of this? And I think we're going to go ahead, because I don't know what else to show in this other than like it actually working, right? Because what we're going to be kitting up today is, this is the Mermaid Empress from Diamond Art Club. And I got this Black Friday, Cyber Monday timeframe. And she has got a special drill. She's got a quad cube, which I was really excited about. I almost started working on her instead of the one I'm working on now. But I did not. But I was like, oh, this is a great excuse to kit up. So I know in here for Diamond Art Club, this is where they have their little stickers. Okay. But let's go ahead and, all right, so yes, 55 colors is what we're gonna have today. And again, this is a 60-piece set. So we'll kind of see once let's let me just crack open the drills right here. I'm just curious, like, you know, I'll have to decide, just like I do for, you know, my Elizabeth Ward and my Diamond Art Club ones. Do I want the bigger ones? You know, do I need this size or this size, right? And that's kind of basically what I'm going to be doing here. Depending on, now it looks like there's going to be a ton of 823. There's a lot of that dark color. So I probably definitely will be using one of these bigger trays. But what I'm going to also do is I'm going to use some Ziploc baggies probably to keep any excess drills, because again, they told me not to overfill the trays. So if you have any other tips and tricks, let me know to help me out with this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this and see if this is something you want to get. Now, it is on Amazon, like I said. I'll have the price pop up right here, which I thought was reasonable for this. The only thing, like I said, I might have to, I'm going to play around with this for a little while before I make something new. But I thought I can repurpose, I can use that same box and just make some of that, you know, thick foam board. You've seen people do it with photo boxes for long-term storage, and just kind of just recreate these 3 dividers, right? These, and then maybe a thin one in between. I don't even know if that's necessary. I mean, there's a super thin one. You can see it in here. So maybe, but yeah, I'm looking for advice. So let me know. I am definitely not the expert, but you can see how you're kind of fighting with them a little bit to get them right. You have to almost get it like just right. And so that's not really going to work. That's going to slow me down, obviously, because I want to see if this makes it, if I can diamond paint a little bit faster. All right, so I'm going to pause here. I'm going to get myself situated, get my scissors, get some little baggies for the excess, probably get a little, you know, box to put my excess in, and I'll film what it's like, and we'll like do a square. We'll start working on the diamond painting and see how it goes. All right, so I will see you soon. All right, I'm back. Thanks for hanging in there with me. What I'm gonna do is, I was just trying to think it through before I started filming again on where I want to put, what end I want to put the labels. I was just trying to think of it from a way of like pulling these out, because I know these lids slide, and I thought the last thing you want to do, they're pretty tight, but I think the last thing you want to do is have them like this way, and then go to grab it, and what if you accidentally slide that open and they all come pouring out? I don't think that would happen. Maybe that's why they have that locking grid, but I'm going to go ahead, and I know it says ARTDOT right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and have the ARTDOT going this way. Yeah, that way when I go to grab it, there's no way of having it come open. That's kind of what my thinking was. All right, I got to show you guys. In this painting, this special drill, so I've got the lighting up so I can see, it's a quad cube. That's a special drill. It's my first time to ever see Diamond Art Club include a quad cube in a diamond painting, which is amazing. It's going to be, I know this isn't an unboxing video, but it's going to be all in the pearls in her hair and her necklace and her bracelet. I'm so excited about this one. All right, so I'm just wondering how these are going to look on there. I just want to kind of walk it through one time with us, if you don't mind. Again, I don't know what I'm doing here. We're just kind of going as we're... So normally when I kit up, I go one and then I go this way. So I think I'm going to put... okay, we said we don't want to do it this way. We're going to have them this way, where the lid... Okay. So if that's the case... Oh, those are going to fit on there nicely. Okay. Yeah, and it'll go... So I put like number 1 right there, right? I don't even know what number 1 is. Hopefully it's not a big number. And there we go. I'm excited about this. I feel like I've got the light really bright. I feel like I need to tone it down a little bit. I got excited there. All right, so let me go ahead and just get going. I do have my scissors, and I will probably time lapse this with some music, or you can hear me sing. All right, I'll see y'all very soon. Okay. All right, welcome back. Thank you for hanging in there with me. It's actually the next day. Yes, and not that it took me that long or that it was difficult. I actually thoroughly enjoy the kitting up process. So as y'all can see, I didn't show you the entire thing. You got the gist of it after I did a few. But because I enjoy the kitting up process so much, it's so therapeutic, it's part of the whole experience of diamond painting for me. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to film the rest of it. I'm just going to put on a video, get a glass of wine, and just kind of chill. So that's what I did for the rest of the night. Got everything all kitted up. It was great. So far, so good. Now, I have not diamond painted yet with it. I'm not, I don't know how the static is going to be. But you can see here, there are, you got the full 60. We've got 5 left because I only had 55 colors. Yeah. So my leftovers, of course, I just found a little container and just kind of have some of the bigger bags because I didn't want to overfill the trays. So super easy just to kind of, and it's just some of the dark blues because there's going to be a lot of blue in this. So yeah, I just kind of had that container here on the side. I also have a lot of project bags that you can also use. But yeah, I will say I was going to give you a couple things to talk about a few things while we diamond paint. I thought what I would do here is I was trying to find a place of the painting that was confetti heavy. So I did put some gold washi tape and I did cut the plastic out around her face. That way I thought it'd be fun to place some of the quad cubes that Diamond Art Club gave as a special drill, and we can kind of do her face because it's got a lot of different colors. And again, we are going to be working on, just for a little bit, the Mermaid Empress. I forgot the name, but yeah, she's really pretty. I hope her face turns out good because looking at this, so I'm hoping her face turns out better, but we won't do the whole thing. I just wanted for us to get an idea of, and again, I've never done this before. So this is going to be real. I'm not going to edit it. So let me grab my chair and have a little seat. Yeah, so what I've been thinking is a few things that we could talk about as I, use this for the first time is, this is, let me find a symbol first. So we're going to go for 3842, which is this. Yeah, it's just a little snug in there. And again, I'm not used to, I will say the quality of these trays though, I like them. I kept kind of shaking them. It's almost like an ASMR thing for me. It's like a fidget. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't know, y'all. All right, so I do have to get used to these trays because I'm not really sure how to shake them yet. Because I haven't used them yet. So I just have to kind of play with it a little bit. I might have overfilled this one just a tad, but that hopefully will be okay. Again, this is just learning. Okay, I don't really deal with lids very often, never. So, all right, hopefully y'all can see what we're doing here. Let me see if okay. So, yeah, so, I was thinking about this overnight, after I'd, kitted it up and as I was kind of preparing the diamond painting this morning for this, yeah, I like the little grid right here, especially if I was going to I see 3 right here. So I'll just grab 3 and a couple extra. Yeah. That was one of my concerns was how will it be actually getting my pen in there? Because, I have certain trays that I love. I love my Muni made trays. And I'm still going to use my trays. This is just, I just wanted to kind of try out a different system and see what else was out there. But again, this is $39.99 on Amazon, $39.99 US. And I thought, you know what, if you don't like it, because I was thinking about it, yes, they sent it to me, but I got it through Amazon. But if you buy it through Amazon and you don't like it, you can return it, right? Did I just say that out loud? Yeah, I think I did. Y'all, so far so good. I just want to kind of get through this. We'll switch it out. I won't do all the colors. I just wanted to kind of do a little bit around her hair. It's kind of going to be like a mini whip and chat, I guess. So I know I did not measure it yet for y'all, and I was going to measure that, just give you an idea of what the measurements would look like. But yeah, so far so good. I feel like, now I'm not a fast diamond painter, and not that I'm trying to be a fast diamond painter. I just thought it'd be fun. Okay, we didn't do all that simple, but we did enough, right? To get kind of the gist of, okay, I'm going to go to another one. I was curious about static, and that was not bad. I was afraid some were going to stick to the lid, but they didn't. Again, this is the tricky part, getting them in and out of here. I'm wondering if over time, if this will loosen up a little bit, but we'll see. All right, we're going to be doing a lot of these, probably bigger ones. But yes, measuring it. Let's do a little quick measurement here. just to give you an idea of, what you'd be looking at. So it's 13 inches wide, and then it looks like 16. Yeah, so I feel like it's manageable. I was telling my husband over the phone about the video I was doing for y'all, and he was like, oh, wow, that sounds like it's going to take up more room. I'm like, it's actually not. I don't feel like it is. Sorry, y'all. I just have to get used to the shaking of these trays. I've been accustomed to a certain tray, and now I'm like, I feel like I forgot how to shake. Why do I feel like I don't know how to do it now? Isn't that weird, y'all? I'm trying to figure out which way. I feel weird about it. Plus, y'all are watching me. A little bit. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, definitely don't overfill these, because I can see how that could be problematic. You don't want them to, you don't even need to take the whole lid off. But I feel like I do. All right. So we measured it. What I was going to explain to you is, as we're diamond painting a little bit, I took some of them out of the box. Out of the this container, the plastic, holder. And because I wanted to see how it would work in the box by itself, like if I even need this holder, and I see why they gave us the holder. Because what happened was when I put them in there, they start interlocking together because they are stackable. So it made it real hard to, grab like one right here, because they were all kind of like, they're all like together, because the way that the design is, they want to stay together. And so it wasn't real easy to like grab one out of there. So I can see why they, have a little divider in between each one. So I don't know, if there's a 3D printer out there that's watching, or of one that could make something like this. I don't know how much it would cost to make a, holder for this. But I saw this as a budget friendly, I didn't want to get, tied into something yet if I wasn't really sure if I even liked this tower system. So I felt like this is a more budget friendly way to do it. So yeah. All right. So we're getting that symbol. Okay. Y'all, so far so good. Let's just talk about the trays itself. I'm picky about my trays, and they are lining up very, very nice. That's very important, right? We want to make sure the line, I don't have to worry about pouring them out. So, okay. That gives us some good, I just want to keep diamond painting. But again, this is not a whip and chat, Shay. So you have to, maybe I'll do a separate whip and chat working on this painting using this system. So if y'all want to hop over to a whip and chat maybe later, look for that, and we'll do that then. Static. Let's talk about that. I had that on my notes. Y'all, I feel like this is faster. I really, really do. But again, budget friendly. I'm wondering also with this plastic holder if, I want to do her lips red. If the plastic holder, by going in and out several times, if it would be possible to maybe loosen it up a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but let me know. Again, I wanted this video to be more of a, real, let's test this out together. Give me some suggestions. Let's see if we can, what do y'all think? That's what I really want to know. And, it's fun to try something new. I'm not going to, because I'm not going to edit anything out. It doesn't hurt just to say, hey, I saw this. I thought it was cool. They sent it to me, and let's check it out together. So, and then I did want to use it. But yeah, I kind of like how I've never used a tray before where it's got the grids on both sides for different purposes. I kind of like it. Ooh, look at her red lips. All right, so I feel like this is going faster. I know I haven't actually timed it. I might do that maybe in a later video. Do a square with one tray with the colors, and then do another square similar size in this way. So yeah, but again, I don't know if, with this being 40 bucks, I don't know if I'd want to even, to me, the plastic holder, I did read some reviews before I did the video because I wanted to see what other people on Amazon thought about this. Everybody seemed to like it, but one person, and she was not happy with the plastic cheap. She thought this whole thing seemed cheap. And I'm like, well, woman, again, she was from another country. So I don't know, maybe it was more expensive for her, or shipping's more expensive. I don't know the situation. I had to do Google, I had to translate so I could read her comment. But I'm thinking 40 bucks. This is what I expected, and it's actually working great. I don't have any problems with it. So, and she didn't even try using it. She said she opened it up and she already had it on the stairs for return to take back. I'm like, wow. So I don't know, maybe she was expecting something nicer, but for that, that's money. But again, I don't know if I'd want to invest again, if it's long-term, I'm gonna use it overnight, which maybe I will. Maybe I would invest in a 3D printed, let's say a 3D printed, you know, a holder for it, you know, like not a tower, but like, you know, to replace this. I wish they could have gone a little bit more expensive with the material, the quality material that they used, but it would have changed the price. And that's what I felt like was the whole thing with this was, you know, it's budget, you know. I wanted to show y'all, and I wanted to try something new and different without spending, you know, a ton of money. So I felt like this was something I could do. So, and that's why I wanted to show y'all and see what you think. So far, so good. I would not have been this far. Again, not that I'm trying to do a speeding diamond painting, but it's always fun to have, you know, after you've been doing it for years, have a new process, a new system, a new way of trying it out. Kind of freshens it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm just like, boom, 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 done with this color. Get yourself back in there, dude. Make sure you're not coming out. Yeah, this is, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have to say I like it. All right, what we're gonna do now before we head out, I'm gonna do some of the pretty, I'm excited about these. Now, I don't even know how I'm gonna place these. Probably with tweezers, that's why I grabbed some. These are the quad cubes. They take up 4 spaces. So pretty. Let's see if a pen works. It's so big. Yee! We're going, dudes. We're going. We're doing it. Oh, that's so pretty. Y'all, this is really fun. I get to show you a new product, plus I get to diamond paint a diamond painting with a special drill that I've been dying to get into, but was telling myself, oh, I can't have another whip, but you know, got to do it for the video. Yep. I thought it would be a good one when I saw the color count. I was like, this one would be perfect. So that's good to know. You can actually, I don't know if you're supposed to pick these up, but I don't think I'm hurting the coating. It's just enough coating on there where it's catching. Oh, wow. This is really fun. It's fun to try something new. So you guys, let me know. I got several questions, right? Let me know, one, if you have this system. I would like to know, because I said it's been out for a couple of weeks, so some of you might have it. And if not the 60, I know, like I said, the 15 came out, which is also out there still. If you want to do a smaller version, they have a 15, and there are some videos out there with some folks unboxing it. Came out about 4 months ago. So let me know your thoughts if you have either one of these, and do you like it, pros and cons. And then you guys, let me know, do you have any other suggestions, ideas on how we could make this work even better for us for this price point? Because I think we could be creative. I think that we could, again, you know, let me know, is there a box that has, I mean, like I said, maybe we could create these foam things. But what's going to be tricky is it's not so much the dividers in the center that I realized. It's the little ones you need to separate these, because these little guys are friends, and they want to be together once they're next to each other. So you can't just, it makes it real hard to grab it because they want to be near each other. So you almost need to have a divider of some kind in between the two of them. Oh, I also wanted to test out the spill proof. I'm a little nervous about doing it. This is going to look so good. Okay, so I don't know what we do. I don't know if we just like drop it, toss it, shake it, shake, shake it. My dogs are like, what are you doing, lady? It's not opening. Yeah, it's not opening. I'm digging this whole thing. I really, really am. I want to know what y'all think. Y'all are so smart. You always have great comments, great suggestions, great ideas. So I want to know what you think. I didn't run into any static. I didn't run into any problems. So other than, you know, maybe getting used to this, and it didn't give me a hard time. I just, you know, and like I said, maybe it would loosen up over time, but y'all, for $40, come on, $39.99. I'm here for it. It's fun. It didn't take up a ton of room. It's giving me a different way of diamond painting. So I'm here for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, give me your feedback. I'll have this link down below. Here's the box. And I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and I hope y'all read everybody else's comments, and let me know if you have any other questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you in the comments, or maybe do another video if needed. So, but yeah, let me know. And thank you again to the folks at ARTDOT. Thank you for you know, giving me a chance, saying, hey, I would like to try this out. I've been wanting to try out a system like this. Could you send this to me? So thank you to them. If they watch this video, I do appreciate it, and I hope it was helpful to y'all. It's a budget-friendly way, I think, of trying out the multiple tray system versus, you know, because for confetti, You know, when we say confetti, it's when you have, you know, lots of different colors. I can tell you right now, I know how I normally diamond paint, and I didn't do a test with timing it. I definitely wouldn't have gotten, and I know it probably, let me zoom in. It looks like I didn't do very much, but this, I normally would not have done all this in that amount of time, plus talking. So I feel like this is gonna give me a little bit of a pep in my step with diamond painting. I may be able to finish some whips quicker, which is a good thing, and maybe just have fun doing it a different way. And it was, you know, affordable. So let me know. I look very forward to your comments. But before we head out, because I'm gonna let y'all go, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. They really do help. And if you have not subscribed, I would love to have you. It's free, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. You just have to click on that subscribe button down below and then make sure that bell is on all. And that way you'll just get notified whenever I post any new videos. And when you do subscribe, it just kind of lets me know that I'm going in the right direction and that my content is where it needs to be and you guys are liking it and it's helpful. So, and we have a lot of fun here too. So yes, I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.